Hi, welcome to Tea Time on ATMC-TV. I'm Rebecca Albin, Executive Director for the First Tee of Brunswick County. Join us as we visit one of Brunswick County's finest golf courses each month, where we learn about the course and its layout and get updates on the newest golf fashion, golf fitness, and golf equipment. If you're ready, let's go. We're standing here on the deck at Sandpiper Bay Golf and Country Club with Tim Tilma, who is the general manager here. Tim, thank you so much for having us and spending a little bit of time with us today.
You're welcome. You're always welcome here, Rebecca. We love the First Tee of Brunswick County, and we love to promote golf here.
Great, thank you. And we appreciate everything that you do for us.
Sure.
If you could, Tim, tell us a little bit about Sandpiper Bay Golf and Country Club, its history, and a little bit about your role here.
Yeah, Sandpiper is we're almost 25-year-old club. As a matter of fact, in 2012, we'll have our 25th year anniversary. There's two original nines called the Sand and the Piper that were built in '87, and then the Bay 9 was added in 2001, I believe. And it's a great 27-hole layout, very playable for all players, men, women, juniors. We have members, we're open to the public, we have resort guests from Myrtle Beach, so it's a great golf course for everyone. We've got great conditions, got a great superintendent named Jay Varallo, and a great staff headed up by Richard Kasak, my head pro. So it's a great place to be. As a general manager, I'm in charge of total operations. Got about 60 employees. We're open 364 days a year from dawn to dusk. So
great. Tim, if you could, tell us a little bit more about the mix of play here and what you offer both to your members, maybe including the clubhouse, and also locals who aren't a member here.
Right. We're open to the public, so anyone can play here. And resort guests are welcome on vacation here. A lot of people from West Virginia, where you're from, come down. But public players from the local areas come, and there are public play cards like the passport card that they can buy and get a great rate here. And members here, we have a lot of members here, over 250 memberships, 400 people that make Sandpiper their home. We're in a residential community here at Sandpiper Bay, and a lot of them make Sandpiper their home course. Because we have 3 nines, they can play a different layout almost every time. So they really enjoy the social aspect of being a member, and we give them services like tournaments and social events. We have a great restaurant here called Piper's Bar and Grill with a great view of the water and the grass here, so the members love living here. They come here for social events. Last year we had a car show in the parking lot. We've done a murder mystery out on the golf course. We do birthday parties every month, so if you live in the area and want to have a home club, it's a great place to join. Just
a wonderful atmosphere with a lot going on and a lot to offer the community.
And golf, bringing those people together, really. Because, you know, golf, having fun with your friends, that's what we're out here for. We're trying to accommodate people with their spouses and their children. We have junior programs, husband and wife couples tournaments, so it's a great place.
Okay. Great. And you guys do a lot for the junior community here. You actually have a juniors play for free mentality, and that's absolutely wonderful. How many juniors do you actually have that come out and take advantage of your course?
You know, all golfers at one time were a junior golfer. I started in a junior golf program, public golf, and we all had that little canvas bag on our back and learned how to play. So every summer we do a junior golf day, and earlier this year we had Curtis Strange come out for our junior golf day and had your group here and your 25 kids. Now, in the past, and I think we had a total of about 60 or 70 kids here. We normally get that, although this was the first year we've done it because we've been under this renovation. But we've got a great staff, Brett Thomaswick and Danny Joe Foster and Teddy Panaritos. We teach juniors and we teach adults, so we're trying to promote the game. And we have a junior play free program in the summertime. Like now, we have juniors playing free Friday, Saturday, and Sunday anytime, and Monday through Thursday after 12 noon with an adult.
Wonderful.
So we love them out here.
Great, great. And when you're talking about your renovations, one of the biggest renovations that you're doing right now is with your greens. Talk to us a little bit about what you're doing, why, and how that's going to help the golfers.
Yeah, in North Carolina and South Carolina, some clubs in Sandpiper had bent grass greens when we first opened 25 years ago. But all things age, and the bent grass greens were starting to just decay and become actually Bermuda infringed upon them, because Bermuda grows great in this heat. So in 2007, and I was hired in 2007, that next summer we started a conversion process of 9 holes a year going to Mini Verde Bermuda. And that's the latest and greatest thing. A lot of great courses are doing it. More courses now in Myrtle Beach are doing it, actually. And we converted the sand the first year, the Piper the next year, and the Bay the next year. So now all the greens are the same. And Mini Verde loves this heat. Now today it's 10 o'clock and it's already 85 degrees. Now I love it, okay? And the grass loves it. So our superintendent loves it. It provides a very smooth putting surface. We can cut it down and mow it down, but it thrives in the heat. And you don't have to hand water, and it's just better for this climate.
Right. So it just allows a little more playability year round, a little easier to manage and healthier.
Easier to manage. You still have to overseed. We overseed in the winter and put a ryegrass overseed on it, which keeps the turf alive. But it's a great surface for, and you'll see all sorts of courses. As a matter of fact, East Lake in Atlanta, where they're going to host the PGA Championship this summer, is played on Mini Verde greens.
Okay, great. And then finally, if you could tell us about some of the accolades that Sandpiper Bay Golf and Country Club has received.
Right. Last year in 2010, we concluded those renovations, and we received the 2010 Myrtle Beach Area Golf Course of the Year.
Wonderful.
So one course out of 110 courses in Myrtle Beach get that every year. And we got it based on playability of the golf course, quality of the management, contribution to the game with our junior golf programs, and just overall position in the marketplace here. So that was great for us.
Wonderful, and it's a great place to come and play. Absolutely beautiful course, and looks like it's in terrific condition. So we appreciate it. Tim, thank you for your time.
Thank you, Rebecca. We appreciate you coming out today.
Thank you. Anytime. Tim, we're here on hole number 1 of the sand course at Sandpiper Bay. Could you tell us a little bit about this hole, including the yardage and maybe how we're going to have to play it?
Right. Sand number 1, it's a par 5. It's 502 yards from this tee box. Although there's several tee boxes which you can play, but Rebecca, you can see the yellow and black flag out there. That's out there, and there's a sign up here. It's 260 yards away. So if I hit a really, really good drive, a once-in-a-lifetime drive, I might go into that hazard. But so there's a crossing hazard, okay? So it's really going to be a 3-shot par 5 is what it is. And you can see it's fairly wide here. Left is probably better than right because the trees on the right and the mounds, all right? So we're trying to play somewhere in the fairway, then try to play a second shot to the 150 post you can see down there.
Great.
So it's a 3-shot par 5, fairly wide open on the first hole, maybe a little bit better left than right.
Okay, great. Well, let's see how it goes.
All right. Okay.
Great shot, Tim.
Kick left. All right.
All right. Thank you.
Right about here in the center. Yeah, you can see we're about 60 yards from that hazard flag there. Okay, that should be no problem. And then see the 150 marker there. If you can be to there or maybe a little right of that, because that fairway slopes down from right to left. So right there, a little bit of right of that would be a good line. Okay,
great. Thank you.
All right. Good tempo now. All right, good shot.
Thank you.
Right side of the fairway. Very nice. All right, I've got about the same line. I'm going to try to play it just to the right of the marker.
Okay.
Try to get in there about 100 yards.
Great.
A little left to where I want it, but that'll be all right.
Nice shot.
Yeah.
Very nice shot.
Have about a wedge in from there.
Okay, great.
Could be time for a birdie, Rebecca.
Absolutely. Love those.
Nice day to play golf today.
Any day. Any day is a good day to play golf.
You see the red marker there? That's 100.
Right.
So you're about 115, and then the red flag indicates that the pin is up a little bit. So you got about 110 yards.
Great.
Green is fairly flat. All right.
Sure.
Hit a good one.
All right.
Looks pretty good.
Easy, easy. Thank you.
All right. Left side.
Okay.
About 30 feet. Not too bad. All right. I got left center of the fairway. Again, I got about 105, less the pin placement, about 100.
Okay.
It's about what I wanted. And this is the one that counts right here.
All right. Put it close. That looks good.
Looks good. Sit down. Sit down right there. All right.
Nice shot, Tim.
10, 15 feet. Not too bad.
Very nice.
Not too bad. The wind, you can see the flag taking that, you know, I think the wind helped it a little bit.
Absolutely.
That's a first birdie chance.
It's a great shot in, Tim.
Yeah, pretty good, pretty good. A little left, about 15, and you've got a little longer, about 35, 40 feet.
A little more break. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see how it goes.
You can see the green's kind of slanted this way, Rebecca, from top down here to bottom, so it might be coming this way a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, please, if you don't mind.
Now, I could give you that advice because you're my golf partner today. Good. You listened well. Look at that. Good putt.
Thank you.
Good putt. All right. I got about 15 feet.
Okay.
Pretty straight.
I think you've got this.
Oh, it went a little left. It went a little left. I'll finish because I'm almost in your line.
Absolutely.
That's par. Okay.
Great. Tim, I appreciate it.
I enjoyed it.
Thank you
for
very
playing
much.
golf with
It was
us
a pleasure.
today. Yes,
Thank
ma'am.
you. We're standing here with Jay Varallo, Superintendent for Sandpiper Bay and Country Club. Thanks for being with us today, Jay.
Thank you very much. Thank you for coming out.
Oh, no problem. We appreciate it. We are standing here on the Piper course in between number 8 green and number 9 tee box.
Correct.
And directly behind us is one of your main irrigation ponds.
Right.
If you could talk to us a little bit about these irrigation ponds, how many you have, how much surface area you have.
Well, what we have at Sandpiper Bay is we have about 65 surface acres of irrigation lakes. All the lakes tie together to combine one large lake for the water level depth.
Okay.
Here now, Sandpiper Bay, this first 2 weeks of June, we are in a drought situation. So I did want you to have a look at our irrigation lake. As you can see how much we've lowered it in the past couple weeks. So now we're at a point of drought management, stress management.
Right, because we're getting ready to go into the driest part of the summer, and we're really already there. So it's really important because these lakes are the only thing that Sandpiper Bay Golf and Country Club has to keep your greens and your fairways in wonderful shape. So if you could talk to us a little bit about how you keep an eye on these levels and how you decide when to water and when to back off a little bit, and then even how things that we as golfers wouldn't think about affecting this, but maybe the wind and the humidity.
Right, yeah, let's start with that. The wind and the humidity play a major role in the drought situation. As you can see here, we have probably about a 15-mile-an-hour breeze blowing, whereas for the past, we'll say 8 weeks, we've had up to 25-mile-an-hour breezes. Humidity levels down in the low 60s, which with the lower humidities just allows the soil and the turf to just dry out much more. And we've had 90, 95, 97 degree days along with that.
Okay.
So it plays a major role in drying out the soil and the turf grass.
And again, those are things that golfers, when they're out here, maybe they would notice that the greens are a little bit drier, but they're not going to think about all these things coming together.
Right. A lot of people just think, well, you know, they're not watering as much, or they need to water more.
Absolutely. So how do you determine how much to water and when? And I'm sure you follow the Weather Channel and you pay attention to that a lot.
Right. Weather Channel addict,
okay.
As I'm sure many superintendents are, but really just on site, you know, just watching and looking. I carry a soil probe in my cart with me, so I'm constantly probing the soil on the greens, fairways, various areas. Fortunately, we have an up-to-date irrigation system, Site Pro, which is totally computerized, so it's very simple to go in and change various water percentage rates. And then just other methods of chemical treatment, whether it's wetting agents, a little bit different type of lower nitrogen level in the soil to keep the grass from growing too vigorously to need more water. Spot aerification in fairways, tees.
Right.
We've already completed our greens aerification.
Okay.
So, you know, that's healed and those are taking the water. The greens are taking the water real well.
And as you said earlier, that this whole process really is dependent upon what type of greens and what type of grass you have growing. So it's what your course does here is a little bit different, but it's something for the golfers to keep in mind that there is a lot that goes into it. It's not just being able to come out with a hose and put some water on the greens. So.
Right, correct, especially with the bent grass versus Bermuda. But you know, in all actuality, whether this golf course has bent grass and this course does, all golf courses are different, and we even have greens that are different. You know, on 27-hole complex.
Well, the course is in fabulous condition, and we appreciate everything that you do for the golfers in the community, for us, and we appreciate your time today, Jay. Thank you very much.
Thanks for coming out.
Thanks. We're here today with Dr. Lank with Coastal Integrative Health. Thank you for having us, Dr. Lank.
Thanks for having me.
Not a problem. Today we're going to talk a little bit about our lower body and warming up our lower body and doing some exercise to help strengthen that. So could you tell us why it's important, obviously, that we warm up anytime before we play a round of golf?
Yeah, most people, they just get out of their cars, get into the golf cart, and start hitting. And that's why they're often in my clinic with lower back pain. You need to warm the muscles up, you need to lubricate the joints. So doing a proper, quick warm-up, and we're talking about 10-15 minutes, something just to increase the blood flow, will decrease your risk of injury.
Okay, and today we're going to talk specifically about how to warm up our glutes, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and talk to us about why it's important not only to warm them up, but to make sure we're keeping them strong as well.
Yeah, especially with the glutes, what we're going to go over today. The glutes are the most underrated muscle when it comes to strengthening. They actually help with lower back pain significantly. When the glutes aren't firing properly, the lower back muscles and the hamstrings help to compensate for their inactivity.
Okay, and that's why that overcompensation is why we get a lot of the injury there.
Absolutely. It creates muscle imbalances, which put a lot of stresses on your joints.
Okay, great. Well, could you take us through maybe 1 or 2 exercises?
Sure, I'm going to have you take it through us.
Okay, wonderful.
We're going to do a star pattern lunge. So what Rebecca's going to do is she's going to start off lunging straight in front of her 6 times. Good. And then you're going to go off to a 45-degree angle. Great. And now you're going to go horizontally. Great. And then you're going to go back 45 degrees. Good. The last one, you're just going to drop straight back and come right back up. And what you want to do is 6 at each star rotation and repeat it on the left side. That's a great exercise to increase the blood flow, get the glutes ready for that swing when you get to the golf course.
Okay, great. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Martin Sluds here, and I'm here at the Academy in Ocean Ridge Plantation. I found myself here with a rather unusual situation. I'm going along well in a tournament, and I don't want to spoil my score, and I want to discuss what options I have here to play. I've decided to take a drop, and it's going to be a drop with a penalty shot, and my options are a number. I can drop it within 2 club lengths, not near the hole either side. So I'll take a driver here for demonstration purposes and show you what you may do. Now, in finding your distance from the ball, you're not allowed ground the club in the bunker. From demonstration purposes, I'm doing it. So I've got roughly 1 club length. There's 2. And I've got to drop this in the bunker. So this side, I'm coming 2 club lengths here also. And I can also move this way around. So I've actually got a semicircle within 2 club lengths I can drop. It's almost forming a letter D going around. So we've got quite a bit of room we can use to give ourselves the best lie possible that we choose. And we can choose to do this, or else I can go back to where I played the ball originally from, or I can go back keeping the ball in line with the flag. So I can go right back to the edge of the bunker. I've got to drop it in the bunker here if I'm doing this, so I can come back here. This looks the best lie for me. I'm just placing the tee here. I wouldn't normally do this in a tournament. And then I can pick the ball up, deciding where I'm going to drop it. And I can drop it within this letter D. Now when I'm dropping the ball, I've got to do it from shoulder height with my arm extended. So I can either do it out here with my arm to the side, or I can do it out here with my arm in front of me. And basically I've chosen that this gives me less of the lip to play with, looking at the options, and I'll drop it such. And then I've got to play the ball from there. Or I can choose to go back to the other option I had, keeping my position in line with the flag, and I can drop it here and then play it. But they're the options I have, or I can go back to the original position from where play the ball with a penalty stroke. So I hope that'll give you some clarification on that situation, and good luck with your game.
Coming up in the world of golf, be sure to attend the 8th Annual John Murphy West Brunswick High School Trojan Football Golf Tournament on July 23rd at Briarwood Golf Course. Proceeds go to the West Brunswick High School Trojan football team. The event is captain's choice with a shotgun start at 8:30 a.m. 4 mulligans per team are available for purchase at $10 apiece. Cost is $50 per person or $200 per team of 4, and complimentary breakfast and lunch is included. Hole sponsorships are also available at $100 and $300 a hole. For more information or to register, call West Brunswick High School at 910-754-4338 or email Jimmy Fletcher at jimmy_Fletcher@bcswan.net.
We're standing here today in the Pro Shop at Sandpiper Bay Golf and Country Club with Brett Thomaswick, who is a assistant professional here and is also going through the PGA Apprentice Program. Thank you very much for your time, Brett. If you could talk to us a little bit about your role and also your role as a certified Nike club fitter, please.
Okay. One of the people always ask me is, how do you get better at golf? There are 3 ways to get better. It's through properly fitted equipment, which we're going to talk about, proper instruction, and also practice. But as far as the equipment is concerned here at Sandpiper, we have all the latest Nike fairway woods, drivers, hybrids, irons, and what we have here are all the different shafts we can custom fit with people for lie and loft angle. What they would do is they would just come in and schedule an appointment with me or one of the other apprentices, and we would go out in the driving range and find out what would fit best for that particular person. It's much better to fit the equipment to the golfer than the golfer to the equipment. Since everybody swings different or is a different size or height, this is the way to go if you want to improve your game.
Okay, absolutely. So if a person is coming in and they want to be fitted for a new set of clubs, walk us through that process. How much time do they need to spend here? What are you looking at? What are you going to talk to them about? And what is the cost associated with being fitted for clubs?
Okay, they're going to come in, they're going to make an appointment, they're going to discuss with us which they like to get fitted for. I have also, that you cannot see now, is I have several different iron heads as well. All of these driver heads are interchangeable with all these shafts, as are the iron heads. We would go out with what's called a lie loft board, which will let you hit some balls off of this board with this tape on the bottom, and it will show us where your club is making contact with the board.
Okay.
And what we're looking for is your ball flight. We want it to be consistent so you know where it's going to go every time. It would probably take between 20 to 30 minutes to get the correct fitting, and then probably about 7 to 10 days for the equipment to arrive. And most of your drivers are about $299, and your iron set started at about $599.
Okay, great. So is there any cost associated with just the session itself and coming in and being fitted?
There is not. It is
Okay.
a service we offer here, and we're happy to provide it to the community.
Wonderful. And this is really important because it can be very frustrating to a golfer if they don't have the proper equipment or they're playing with clubs that don't fit their swing. So it's really important that people understand that and maybe come and see you guys and make sure that they're with the right equipment.
Correct. It's amazing what we can accomplish within just 20, 30 minutes of not so much changing the golf swing, since most people have been playing golf here for quite a while. It's difficult to do a major swing change, as they say, but to change a different driver shaft or an iron head or just to have it the correct loft, the results are amazing sometimes with just 1 or 2 minor changes.
Absolutely. Great. Well, Brett, we appreciate it. And if you're interested in new clubs or finding out if you're hitting the right type of club, feel free to come see Brett and the guys here at Sandpiper Bay. Brett, thank you for your time.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
No problem. The First Tee of Brunswick County is very proud of the youth development program that we have. We love the fact that we have an opportunity to expose young people to a game that they can play for the rest of their lives. More importantly, we're excited that we have the opportunity to provide life skills and core values inherent to the game of golf to those young people that can be applied to not only the golf course but every aspect and every area of their life. The things that we do, like instilling confidence and teaching honesty and respect, an understanding of goal setting, is the most important thing that we can give to our youth participants. Without the support of the residents of Brunswick County, none of what we do would be possible. I'd like to first of all say thank you to everyone in Brunswick County and in the surrounding areas who support the First Tee of Brunswick County. It's amazing to see the turnout at special events, volunteer functions, especially at last month's Future Generations tournament. Thank you to all 512 golfers, to all of our volunteers, and to everyone, especially St. James Plantation, who made that event possible for us. As we continue to move forward and grow, we love to keep the volunteer support that we have now and to increase the number of volunteers that we have so that we can impact a greater number of children throughout Brunswick County. We always have volunteer opportunities available, both on and off the golf course. If you're interested in volunteering, helping to impact, influence, and inspire a young person in Brunswick County, please feel free to contact us. You can call our Learning Center at Shingali Creek at 910-754-5288, or you can visit our website, www.thefirsttbrunswickcounty.org. All of our volunteer registration information is there. Please feel free to come forward and help us to impact the lives of young people. Thank you for tuning in to this month's episode of Tee Time on ATMC-TV. Special thank you to Sandpiper Bay Golf and Country Club for hosting us today. A special thanks goes out to staff members including General Manager Tim Tilma, Superintendent Jay Varallo, and also to First Assistant Professional Brett Thomaswick. We'd also like to thank our head golf professional, Martin Sluds, and also our fitness professional, Dr. Brian Lank. We look forward to seeing you next month on Tee Time when we visit another one of Brunswick County's premier golf courses.